Good afternoon from BMW and Porsche of Ocala. I'm Scotty, one of the BMW and Porsche product geniuses over here. And today I have the honor and privilege of taking a look at our brand new to our dealership, new to the world, 2019 Porsche Cayenne. Now this Porsche Cayenne in front of me is going to be finished in a Biscay blue metallic. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I hate doing a video on a car that I'm not familiar with. I'm just like everybody else, of course, but I really wanted to drive this car and really see what it felt like. And I took a drive of this car, and it is amazing. This car with the base engine, as we see in front of us, is a 3.0 turbocharged V6. It generates 335 horsepower and 332 foot-pounds of torque. Porsche really knew exactly what they're doing with this car. I could not be any more impressed. They didn't try to make this car feel like something it's not. This car has a very luxurious, dry feeling to it. Feels nice and heavy and confidence-inspiring over bumps. It's still in Sport Plus mode, which this car has with the Sports Chrono package. It just drives fantastic. I really urge you guys, if you're watching this video, to test drive one of these. Even if you're not interested, just get a feel for it. It's really amazing what this car has been made to do. Now, as we see from the front of the car, it is an all-new redesign, but still maintaining a lot of the Porsche Cayenne that we're used to. Of course, we have the headlights we are traditionally seeing. Of course, a very nice, almost human-like eye lights there. But we do have the 918-inspired LED matrix right over there. And those headlights do turn up to 15 degrees either direction as you're heading along a dark country road, so really nice there. Of course, the Biscay blue metallic is absolutely gorgeous. Doesn't translate greatly on camera. It's a lot more kind of grayish blue in person. Of course, we do have the 20-inch Cayenne S wheel package there as well as a side window trim in black. Now this car, as I said, is all brand new chassis, brand new engine, all new technology inside and out. And of course, you come to the back of the car, we do see the dealer plate there that I used to drive this, and it's absolutely wonderful. The new tail lights enclosed entirely, as opposed to having that's kind of where the styling died off with the previous generation of Cayenne, is they were just separating, just look kind of bland. This car, they really nailed it with this enclosed, almost single piece looking, with the enclosed Porsche logo inside. Really just kind of gives it a classier feel about it. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features on this car. Of course, comfort keyless access entry, allow me to unlock the car or lock it from any of the four doors. Of course, auto folding mirrors and everything like that. But let's go ahead and take a look at the inside, because this is where all the goodies are. 14-way power seats, as well as 4-way of lumbar support right over there. Automatic headlights, automatic windshield wipers, everything everybody expects to find those, of course, in a car of this caliber, of course. As you do see, we do have voice commands finally starting to be integrated into the car. Porsche's been talking about putting some proper voice commands inside their cars for a bit now, and now we see them. They actually use an online server to obtain better server recognition and better voice command recognition.
Please confirm the message.
So as you can see, brand new car. I haven't even accepted the consent to allow for that feature to be used. This car in particular has active cruise control, which not only maintains the distance to the car in front of you, but not only the speed, but it also maintains the distance to the car in front of you. So if the car in front of you is doing 70 miles an hour and you're coming up doing 85, it'll automatically slow you down. Now, with every other manufacturer I've encountered so far, you can't turn that off. It's either active cruise control or bust. But with Porsche, they think of everything for their customers. So I can actually turn it between active cruise control or standard cruise control, is what everyone is typically used to, where it just, of course, just sets your speed and you're good to go and that's it. Of course, the automatic windshield wipers with the all-new stock design is very nice as well. Everything just looks brand new on this car. There's nothing really shared. This car does come with the Sports Chrono package. Normally, you have the Sport Drive Mode button right down over here and your individual Drive Mode button right over here. With the Sports Chrono, you get almost a Manantino-style switch right here on the steering wheel, where you can switch from normal to Sport, and we can see the revs jump up a little bit. Throttle response is going to sharpen up, exhaust gets a little louder, and of course Sport Plus just brings it all together. And this car feels fantastic in Sport Plus. It really just handles everything just balanced and perfect. Of course, all-wheel drive is standard on the Cayenne, so grip for days. It's wonderful. And I didn't bring this car even nearly to the limit, and it just felt so confidence-inspiring. Then we do have the individual mode right over here, which of course it just kicked on the automatic start and stop, which of course this car has, as well as any 2018 import cars. And this little guy right over here is actually the Sport Response button. Now what this does, it's almost like 20 seconds of Sport Plus driving. So if you're at a red light and you got that little Honda Civic next to you revving his little beehive of an engine and you really want to show him what's up, you press that little button and just go, and you're happy, good to go, no problems, not even using launch control or anything. Or maybe you're trying to make a pass on the highway and you just need to get down in gear and you don't want to have to pull the paddle shifters or switch drive modes. Just hit that button and you're done, nice and easily. Now, of course, we do feature the first time ever inside the Cayennes, the new Panamera style steering wheel, which gives us a lot of our media controls. You have volume for the radio here, of course mute on the left-hand side as well. Answer and hang up phone calls right over here. Our customizable button, which we're used to in a lot of Porsches, which can be set as multiple different functions. The dual digital instrument display, which you can control what we see on left side, which here's our active cruise control, our trip computer, our navigation information, as well as speed limit information. And then on the right side, we have our torque distribution, our mileage still gasping, our mileage left in the tank there, our coolant temperature. Here's our G meter. Here's our sports chrono lap timer. Here's our actual map right over here, which is very nice. And our true trip computer. Here's the vehicle information page, which can be viewed as the normal stationary one, or we can also view it as a customized mode. Very customizable car, but once again, that's always my job, is to make sure you guys know how to work this car if this is the route you do want to take. Coming to the overhead console, we do have lots of new features on the car. Let's see if I can force everything to come on there. We do see the new ambient lighting, which this car has due to the premium package, which goes through all throughout the car. You can't really see it too well during the daytime, but you can have blue lights all throughout the car, red, like kind of a creamish white. Very nice stuff. And let's see if I can show that. So if I come over here to car, let's see here. I come over here to control. There we go, and I can change it right over here between any of these colors, and I can also adjust the brightness and even each individual area. Really cool stuff. Of course, we do have our sports chrono with kind of like a good old-fashioned mechanical style watch right over here. Really just adds a little bit of class to the car. Very nice. Auto-dimming mirrors. They did move the blind spot instead of just being right there on the corner and just being a triangle, which can kind of look like it's your turn signal. They do have it right there at the edge, so you can see it nice and easily instead. It's very nice there. Let's see if I can get that activated. Let's see here. There it is. Very easy to see. No more confusing now with your turn signal, because they don't even have the turn signal visible on the mirror from the back anymore. Very good idea, of course. Of course, the infotainment system is just absolutely massive and gorgeous. Really easy to work as well. You got shortcut buttons, you got options. And if you don't feel like touching the screen, which a lot of people don't, maybe you don't want fingerprints on, there's not a problem. They give you kind of the haptic feedback buttons right over here that you can control everything very nice and easily. It's a really easy infotainment system to learn. Makes my job easier as well. Really cool stuff. Of course, FM, AM, satellite radio, SD card storage, everything like that. But let's go ahead and come over to the back seat, and we can see some of the new technology back there. And once again, we just see just the change in technology and how quick it can come. Instead of just having cigarette lighters, we have a cigarette lighter, but we also have a dual USB charger. Thankfully, we're starting to see some of that technology kind of trickle down into the car market. And of course, we do also have another one. There are two of them right over here in the central glove box. Very nice to finally see a lot of new technology come in. Now, one thing I always do like showing, and it's kind of harder to do from the front seat, is the dual sun visors still maintain in this car. So you do have the one you could fold over to the left, or of course the opposite side there, and then you do have the primary one which you could fold down as well. It's really cool. This was on the previous generation Cayenne as well, and it's a little detail that you really don't think is going to be that important until you need it, and it's very nice. Of course, the giant moonroof that goes all the way to the back, absolutely massive. And of course, the glass front panel does open as well. Let's go ahead and come to the trunk. The trunk, of course, if the car comes with a towing package, you can't kick to open it. But since this car does not come with it, I can go ahead and just kick it to open very nice and easily. I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze it because I don't want to get that plate in the camera there. And of course, plenty of trunk space, no problems at all. Still the same privacy screen everyone's used to, no issues there. You just remove it with this little handle right over here. Of course, your spare tire and Bose subwoofer is going to be down over here. Of course, still very subtly styled for the spare tire. Nothing crazy, but absolutely just well-designed car. Of course, electronically opening and closing tailgate. The brushed aluminum exhaust pipes. Of course, gas cap right there, no problems. Now, I like to make sure I don't miss any options on the car. So we did say the Biscay Blue Metallic, the standard interior in black, of course, the 20-inch Cayenne design wheels, the sports chrono package, the adaptive cruise control, the side window trim in high gloss black, which is that little guy. We already mentioned that there. And then the premium package, which look how much stuff you get with the premium package, the ambient lighting, the lane change assistance, Porsche calls it's the blind spot system, the Bose surround sound stereo system, the auto-dimming interior mirrors, the comfort access, of course, is unlocking and locking the doors, the power steering plus. Now what that does is at lower speeds, the steering weight gets a little easier to maneuver, so you don't really have to yank the wheel in kind of like the old days. You really had to yank the wheels hard in parking lot situations. This is a big car. If you don't have any power steering, it's going to be awful. Now, continuing on, we do have the Power Steering Plus. We got the LED Porsche PDLS headlights. Those are those headlights we took a look at the front there. The panoramic roof system, the 14-way power seats with the memory package, and of course the seat heating in the front there. And even the driving profiles are actually saved onto a server. So if you have to get the car serviced or anything like that, you can actually download your profile right over the internet and put it onto your loaner car. It's really cool stuff. But if you do have any questions about this car or any other cars in our lineup over here, as always, please contact us. We're always happy to get you guys all taken care of. Other than that, we hope to hear from you soon, and take care. Bye.
Buying from Porsche of Ocala gives you unmatched benefits, including delivery to your home, concierge service, white glove delivery, and much more. Contact us today for more details.